Hello boys and girls, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Piper. Today I'm going to do some lip swatches of Jeffree Star lipsticks that I have. I am unsure of how many I have, so I'm going to give it a count and then we'll go from there. So if you would like to see a tutorial on this look, leave a comment below, subscribe, like, and let me know. I will go back and redo it. I absolutely adore what I did today. Obviously it brings out the colors of my eyes, which is pretty awesome. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. These are the Jeffree Star lipsticks that I actually own. So these are all of the swatches that I will be doing today. Obviously you can tell that the yellow ones are from a special line. I have a few more coming in the mail, I think 6 more. I have 16 of Jeffree Star lipsticks. These are the different colors that I have, so we're gonna go straight on through these and do some swatching today. Hopefully my lips will not hate me so much by the end of it. The lipstick that I'm wearing today is Androgyny. It's really my go-to color. If you can tell, it is much darker than it is in the container. I actually think that even whenever you're looking online at the way that the lipsticks look, it looks completely different than it does on me. I know it's much darker and I actually really love it. I love it. So I thought I would do something a little bit different. I have pulled up my Jeffree Star Cosmetics website, and if you notice, the color on here is obviously a lot lighter than it is on my lips and much different than in person as well. So the color is very different. From person to person you can tell it's close, but what I will tell you is that it really does matter the person, because colors can switch and change a bit. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that as I go through here. So this is Androgyny and it's one of my absolute favorite colors. Also, I did bring my Velour lip scrub by Jeffree Star. Obviously it is in Spearmint and it is my favorite. I could actually eat this stuff, and you can. I don't recommend it, but you can. It runs for $12 on jeffreestarcosmetics.com and totally worth the buy. I don't use it as often as I really should. It's pretty amazeballs. So reminds me of spearmint gum, which was my favorite forever. For removal, I'm using my Beauty 360 Micellar Cleansing Water. It's actually really good for taking off lipsticks as well. It's a little oily and you have to shake it up. I got this from CVS. Okie doke. So the next one that I'm going to show you, shake it, is Queen Bee. Now, do I ever really need a yellow lipstick? No, and I think I've told you before, this is the only one I don't like. It really is something I do not like. It's super thick, it's hard to put on, it's obvious when you put it on, you look funny, it's super dry. I've tried to use it as eyeliner. It works, but you can definitely feel it on your eyes. So without further ado, this is Queen Bee. It's one of the most difficult lipsticks that I've ever had to try to put on. Obviously, it doesn't look that grand. I thought it would be something fun to do, maybe if I did a Halloween look or something like that, but it's definitely not a go-to, and I will be honest, I've never actually worn it once. I bought it for fun, and it is definitely not something that I will ever wear because it cracks easy, it's hard to put on, it's chunky when you actually let it dry down or put a second coat on, because the first coat is very streaky. You put the second coat on and it's like this. So even though Jeffree was very awesome at trying to make the first yellow liquid lipstick, which kudos to him, it smells wonderful, by the way. It's like cotton candy. I love that about it, but it's the worst one that I have, and as it dries down it gets to become a darker yellow. You can't tell it in the video as much as I can tell in person, and it's also very chunky, and it's definitely not one that if you missed it, you're not missing anything. Like I said, I'm a lover of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the only one I do not like. And their version of Queen Bee looks so much prettier than mine. Look, right there. Crazy, huh? I feel like the yellow left a yellow ring around my mouth. The next one I'm going to show you is 714. This one was also a specialty one. He brought it back twice. People complain about this one a lot because it's streaky or it's super dry or it doesn't, whatever. It's a beautiful color and I wanted to own it, and I do really like it. You have to be careful with it, but the trick is always to shake, 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 shake. Okie dokie, so this one is 714. It does look a lot darker right now currently. It's also because I have put on chapstick underneath 714 and it helps it to not be so dry and where you can see every little wrinkle in your lips. So it does help. Now, my lips are actually already mad at me and the 2 goes I've already done. I'm nowhere near even completely done. It's easy to see the lines when you smile, but again, it's a beautiful color and that was only 1 application. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 2nd application. Alrighty then, so as you can see, it is a little bit streaky and it's worth getting. If they ever release it again, I would highly suggest you guys trying to get this color. It's absolutely beautiful, it's gorgeous, and is a wonderful addition to your collection, but you definitely have to use it with some chapstick or something underneath because it will dry out your lips pretty quickly. I actually feel like using the micellar water is making my lips look a bit more plump today. And who doesn't like that? I'm sure you've probably seen these. Obviously is a bit different on the lips. It doesn't completely match. Alright, so I know people already clean themselves up and reapply makeup every time they do lipstick videos, but I ain't got time for that and I don't see a major difference, so you're stuck with me like this. Just saying. I look amazing anyway. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to swatch is Jawbreaker. This one obviously matches what it's supposed to look like on the website. Hard to make it seen. This is actually one of my favorite colors by Jeffree Star that is a weird color. Why? Because I can rock it pretty well. Of course, if you ask all the men in my life that have seen me with it on, they're not huge fans. They actually say, I can't rock it, but all the girls like it, so it's all good to me. Anywho. Alright, so this is Jawbreaker. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is I'm Nude. It's his lightest one, and I'm gonna be honest, it matches me so much. It's actually lighter than me, and it's supposed to be just this beautiful, but I think that person has olive skin tone and I do not, so here we go. Okay, so this is I'm Nude Dry. I tend to find that this one is also, one, it makes me look a little drowned out. I obviously don't think that this color is something that I can rock very well. It is another one that you can most definitely see the creases in your lips, and that's not really attractive. Maybe some puka lip and... No. I will say that I bought this one thinking, okay, so I can do nudes and I'll be able to wear them and no problem, and they're pretty, and I've worn it before, but I also feel like it's a no-go for me. I really don't like that. I know that there are tricks of the trade that you should be able to do in order to stop that from happening, especially if you use the lip scrub and chapstick. It can really help, but I also find that some of these you can't help them very much. It ends up doing it anyway. So so good. So the next one I am going to swatch is my other go-to, is Celebrity Skin. This one and Androgyny are my 2 go-tos. I wear them all the time. This would be the nude that I really love. Now again, this one, just like the Androgyny, do not look like the ones of the person wearing them online on Jeffree's website, but I still love it. The consistency of it whenever you put it on is so smooth and soft, and it's easy to apply. It's not as liquidy as let's say the 714, the I'm Nude. It doesn't dry out like that, but it's also not as thick of a consistency as the Queen Bee. I really, really, really love this one. And you can tell as it starts to dry, the color changes a bit. This color, obviously, a bit different. I mean, it's beautiful. Celebrity skin. I'm sure Mannequin is probably one of the same ones. It looks very similar to this one as well. It's another wonderful nude that Jeffree really likes. Shall I say love? He always says he loves this one and he loves that one. He loves them all, so they're all his babies. I mean, why wouldn't he love them all? Anyway, so I'm going to pull up Mannequin here for you, and Celebrity Skin are obviously different. This one's more like in the middle of the two, and the thing about it is this might be different when you put it on. It might turn out more the color this one is supposed to be, as according to the pictures online, but again, I don't have the Mannequin one. It was too close to the I'm Nude for me to look at. Alright, so the next one that I'm going to swatch for you is Leo. It is fairly one of the newest ones by Jeffree Star, and I actually really like it. It's darker than usual. It's really weird. Anyway, so this is Leo, like I said. I really like it. It's very much like Androgyny to me, but more of a brown color than a purplish tint. So if you like browns, this is actually a color that reminds me of my mom, her favorite lipstick growing up, and the colors that she would wear. I really enjoyed it then, and this one is definitely good. Again, it's the same type of consistency as Celebrity Skin. It's very soft to put on, it's very smooth, it's easy, and it does have a very strong, but not too strong, chemical based smell. So this is what it looks like on here. It is very close to what it actually looks like on me. So it's probably the other reason why I keep buying so many different colors by Jeffree Star, because they do end up a little bit different on me, and ones that I may not like on here, just like when my mom used to always teach me when I was growing up, just because it was ugly on the hanger doesn't mean it's going to be ugly on you. And I think this can definitely be, I mean, the same exact kind of situation. So oily. Crickets. Alright, so the next one that I'm going to do is one of my favorite, as in color-wise. I was so excited to get it. Unfortunately, when I'm out in the sun, I don't feel like it looks very good on me, but it's beautiful inside, and I've worn it out to dinner, and I get pretty good compliments on it too. And it smells amazing. It's watermelon soda. Really love this. So pink. Watermelon soda. I love watermelon soda. I'm not gonna find this on here. Watermelon soda. Okay, so as you can see, there's a ton of different versions of people's look on watermelon soda, and you can tell the way I'm wearing it right now. Definitely different, don't you think? Hi to this girl. Hi to y'all. Look at her. I can do it too. Obviously, it's a beautiful pink color. I really like it. Again, it's so much brighter, and it is totally different in sunlight. So I would recommend you trying it out first before you wear it out in the sunlight. I know a lot of these colors I can't even remotely try to do so because I feel like I look bam, like stupid crazy. I tend to like to just be without lipsticks or with a dark lip during the day, and then I'll go with a bright at night. I know that's totally not what you're supposed to do, but that's how I feel comfortable the most. So I really like this lipstick. Oh, also, this does not crease. You gotta love that. No creases. Alright, so the next one that I'm going to show you is Prom Night. I was actually really excited to get this one, even though I haven't been a pink fan in a very long time, and I have fell back in love with pink, and I really enjoy this. Unfortunately, I have not worn it once at all, except for around my house. I can't seem to, I feel like it's way too bright. Obviously you can tell a huge color difference in how it looks on this person and then on here. I really like it on me indoors. I really like to wear it at night. I feel like, well, it's called Prom Night, so it's about being bright and beautiful on prom night, and probably in the 80s, which I was born, so it's all good, right? It's all good. It goes on really smooth. It only takes one swipe. You don't need to dip in again. And I'm getting better at putting liquid lipsticks on right in front of your eyes. Maybe I should do this more often. I have a ton of ColourPop. Really pimp this color. I need to wear it more often. It's so pretty. Okay, doke. So the next one that I'm going to show you is Masochist. I really like this one. It's very beautiful, and this is the one everybody complains about that doesn't dry down very well or something, but I have never had that problem. I really like to wear it. The only thing that I have found is that it stains your lips. So if you're not one to touch up and if it comes off, it's off. I would not recommend you wearing this one because you have to touch it up if it starts to come off, because then your lips are stained. The only thing that I'm having problems with is this one does not snap very well. It doesn't stay in place. So it only takes one swipe, this one. Again, even though people say it doesn't dry down very well, it's probably because it's not a dry lipstick of his. It is moisturized. It's a different consistency. It's a thicker consistency, but it's still just as smooth as the other ones I've told you about that I really like Celebrity Skin and Androgyny. They go on really smooth. This one is even softer. So I really love this one, and it looks amazing. How could you not love this color? The only thing is, when you look at the color, it's so close. What I will tell you is it takes a long time for this to dry down, but I think this is the part where people say that it doesn't, because it takes a very long time for it to dry, so it is sticky for a while. It's kind of cool. Makes me super pouty. Okie doke. Could do a Harley Quinn like this. Okay, so you can already see that I have pretty sensitive skin. We started breaking out since I've started this swatch video. It's a lot of oils on my skin. So the next one I'm going to show you is actually one of my favorite ones. I say that about everything. Jeffree says about everything too. So I can't say I think, I know he does. This one is Murder Redrum. One of my favorite babes. Okay, so I did do something a little bit different, and I drew, not purposely actually at first, I drew bigger than my lips, and sometimes it goes pretty well, other times it does not. I tend to like to just stick with my own lip line. Fortunately for me, this time it worked out pretty well. Again, it's really one of my favorite ones. It goes on very smooth. I have several other red ones by different companies that I've tried, because they always tell you that if you have fair skin, then you're more than likely to look really good with reds, but not everybody can pull off a good red, I think. And it also depends on the red that you're using. I do know that the bluer tinted ones rather than the pink ones make your teeth look more white, so that is why I tend to like this one. I don't like the pinky reds as much. If it's going to be pink, it's going to be a pink like Masochist or Prom Night, etc., things like that. So this one is Redrum. It's like my favorite one. No, it's one of them. And here it is. So obviously darker than the picture, but very similar. And I love it so much. So if you are one that has lighter skin and you really want to try out a red but haven't found a red that looks really good on you, I highly recommend this one. I'm not really into wanting to try the Anna Nicole one. It seems a little bit too orangey red for me, but I do know that oranges look good on me as well. But this one is by far my favorite red, and it is a go-to. gotta have it. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to show you is another purple version lipstick. That is one of my favorite ones. I say favorite, I think they're all part of my favorites. They're favorite of all my other ones. Again, it's one of my newer favorites. It's much darker than you would think it is, and it is Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. I love purple. This is what happens when you put chapstick on underneath it so it doesn't completely dry. I really like this color. I love purples, like I've said before. Definitely it is much darker than you would think it would be, so you can see. Definitely different. Okay, so I will show you also what it looks like from the Jeffree Star website. This one is definitely different color, so if you're looking at swatches and you're trying to figure out if you should buy it or not, it's going to be more than likely much darker on you than it is on here. It looks more gray on here than it does on my actual lips. Totally different. Alright, so the next one is one of Jeffree Star's most, it's one of his most popular colors out there, and I love it as well, and it is Unicorn Blood, so, and I love it. I'm telling you, I would rather just follow my own lips than draw on the bigger lips. It looks silly, so I don't recommend doing that. It is not something that works for me, and I think really looks dumb on a lot of people, so it's just my opinion. Much lighter in person than it is over there. Just goes to show you the different lippies. Alrighty, so the next one that I'm going to show you, it took me a bit to actually, I waited to get this color, because as much as I'm not a football fan, and don't hate me, okay? I'm not a football fan. I was trying to get into football to do that for the man, and I actually like the Seattle Seahawks. Anyway, so I was waiting for Blue Velvet to come in, and like I said, I swatched this for y'all before in the past. I was really excited to get this in, and I need a bright green. I wanted one from like the last Christmas bundle that Jeffree Star did last year. From what I heard, I didn't get to get it, so I did get a green this year. Crocodile Tears will be coming out. Hopefully it'll be swatched and released with this video, if not just following it once I get those in. Anyway, so I was really excited to get this so that I can do the colors, and this one is Blue Velvet. I am not sure what it is about blues and me, but I love blues on me. Alright, so this one dries fairly quickly. I really like it. It goes on pretty smooth. It stays on long. Again, it's one of the ones I really like it. It matches the color that's on it. It's a dark color. I'm sure I could do a second coat and it not look bad. It's not streaky. It's a good thick consistency, and it's not really transparent either. So it's quite nice actually. And there you go. Blue Velvet. Again, a lot more vibrant on here. They really want to sell you on it here, but again, that's not the color it ends up on here either. Even if I put my lights up close, it is a bright color and it's lovely. It's just not as bright as you would think it would be. I'm sure it would be like that in the daylight and daytime. It would be much brighter, but again, I really like it. I really like these dark colors. I don't know what it is about that in me. I've always loved dark colors since I was younger, watching The Crow, and ooh, that would be fun to do that makeup again. I just came up with an idea. Oh. So anyway, this one is Blue Velvet. I hope you like it because I love it. It's beautiful consistency. It is better than any other blues that I have tried that are out there. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to do and swatch for you, again, purple. I love purple. And the top's not so great on this one, and this is Abused. I'm going to swatch it for you. I really like this one as well. People don't like it on me, but I love it. So if you like it, comment below. Let me know. This one, and what is it, the Unicorn Blood? Smells like licorice. As much as I don't like the taste of it, it smells good. What I really do like about this one as well is that it's a thicker consistency, which I like that in the lipstick because it goes on really well, but it's not as thick as Queen Bee. What I will also say is I really like these deer hoofed doe foot. Whoa, I'm special. I really like the doe foot applicators, but on some of them, the way where the fluffies are on the end can tend to cause some bleeding, I guess. And this is one of the ones that has an applicator that has, see the little tip? There's a little piece and it causes a bit of the bleed, but I really don't mind it. I make it work. Obviously you can tell how I have gotten better throughout this entire swatching video, and at putting my lipstick on. I mean, practice makes perfect, right? Okie dokie. Okay, so Abused is one of the ones that absolutely, it matches the online one. If you can tell. So it is definitely a deep purple. Online it looks kind of bluish, so it is very true that it is a bluish purple, a dark color, but you can tell that is darker on my lips than it is in the jar even. Again, it's one of the ones I love to pimp about. I love to wear the dark colors. I really think that I can pull them off pretty well. Unfortunately, right now, after putting on all those lipsticks, I don't think I want to pimp it right now. But it is beautiful. It's so pretty, I don't want to take it off. Thank God for the last one. And last but not least, it's Weirdo. I mean, who could not have a black in their collection? And it is not as thick as you would think it would be. It's crazy. But it is as pigmented. While this dries, I will tell you, you have to be very careful also with this one as well because it can bleed. Obviously, my lips are very upset with me today. So it's taken me a while to get to the 16th one. Quite a few hours, I think, is really the bad part. Like I said in a previous video, I had found a Jordana one, which is a $5 lipstick, which is really great. It's highly pigmented as well, and it smells like candy, but... And I bought it so that I wouldn't have to spend the $18 on a black lipstick that I probably won't wear as often. But whenever it came back out, I had to own it. So I've been attempting to try to pace myself with all the other lipsticks that I want to get of Jeffree Stars. Honestly, I want to own them all. But I don't wear lipsticks as much and I'm spending too much on it. So I'm having to pace myself. Obviously, if I show you what it looks like online, I mean you can't really mess that up, can you? Black is black. But I will tell you that I have seen stuff in the past that will say that it's black and it's not very black. This is very pigmented. And if you're going for the black look and this is what you want, Weirdo is definitely one of the ones that should be your go-to if you wear black lipsticks often or ever. Like I said, I feel like I can pull it off pretty good. Except for this here corner. Anywho, so this has been my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick swatch video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you would like to see me do my other liquid lipsticks that I have are BH Cosmetics and ColourPop. I do have a few Milani metallic lipsticks. Please let me know below and I'll do the swatches of the colors that I have, because I know that sometimes it's really hard to find good swatches of different kinds of colors that you're looking at, and it's nice to watch somebody put it on and ruin their lips. So please like and subscribe, join my family, and let me know what you think. Bye. It is hit. Redrum? Is it Redrum? Redrum. Redrum. Oi, 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 oi.